non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make $1, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots who live in the dream. We're all over zeros, our way to be.
Oh, mama. Did you know? Did you know? Yeah, man. It's getting bad out there. It's getting real bad. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Joanna, Tickle. Cats, good to see you, brother. By the way, this is not streaming for some reason over on X on my personal account. I don't see it streaming there, which is super weird. Getting an error, whatever. YouTube it is. Inside NFTs over on X, I think, is working. Whatever. Man, everybody out there talking about, is it the bottom? Is there more blood to come? Analysts. I don't know. I don't know. I've got a good feeling about what way that's going, about what's actually true, and I don't think this is the end, but here's what is true. Shocking to see this and shocking to say it, but this is the largest liquidation event we've seen since FTX collapsing, guys. This is getting to be about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago at this point. But there it is. Hard to see. But there it is right there. Here's FTX. For whatever reason, it doesn't feel as bad. I think what maybe feels partially as bad, it does in a way feel worse, is there's more to come. There is more to come, guys. Now, what we're seeing right now is, in large part, to do with the German government selling off their Bitcoin and speculation that there's more to come. But more than that, it is the MtGox Bitcoin that's going to hit the market. We think going to hit the market. But it is that $9 billion that's looming large over this entire space. Of course, the political ecosystem over here in the States too, but it has a lot to do with MtGox. And by the way, we've got people putting up the good fight in the German government. Here's Joanna Kotar. Actually agree here, saying the government selling Bitcoin's not sensible, right? Hold it as a strategic reserve, just like Donald Trump is saying here in the States that we should do. Now, what's interesting there is we are starting to see some of that Bitcoin, that German-held Bitcoin, moved off of exchanges. So are they listening? Or are they finding another place to sell it? Because we got Justin Sun here, founder of Tron, offering to buy all of their Bitcoin, all of it. Which doesn't mean that Bitcoin's not going to move. It is. It moves into his hands. He is not selling it. Literally one of us who will buy that Bitcoin, literally hold that Bitcoin, erases that from the market. Is that going to be enough to save us from what's coming? And again, what's coming is that MtGox Bitcoin. I doubt it. This is just last night, guys. But as of right now, 47,000 Bitcoin has been moved from cold storage to a new wallet, assuming that is a wallet to then transfer Bitcoin out to creditors. And keep in mind, that is only about a third of the Bitcoin that's owed to creditors. And we get some answers here. We weren't sure if it would be cash that creditors receive, right? Bitcoin would be sold and creditors would receive US dollar instead of Bitcoin. And we weren't sure what valuation. Was it going to be the 2014 valuation or would it be today's valuation? We are starting to realize it is actually Bitcoin that they're going to be receiving back, we think. It's looking that way now. And that is starting to hit some wallets. It sounds like, I've also heard it's going to take up to 3 months for everybody to receive their Bitcoin back. So we're going to see this impacting the market for a while. This is not just a right now and just not a this summer thing. What we have going for us here is those people who bought Bitcoin back in 2014, if they are indeed getting Bitcoin, well, they're well in profit. They're well in profit. But remember, those are people who believed in the vision of Bitcoin very early. I mean, I would argue before most of us, maybe all of us, myself for sure. So while I expect them to sell some of their Bitcoin, I am hoping their vision for what's coming hasn't changed. And so sell enough to get comfortable, to take care of some business, to take care of some debts, to do whatever, right? But I am assuming, I'm hoping at least, it's probably more hopium, but that they're going to hold for a bit, hold for much longer, because I don't think anybody who is here in the space who believes in crypto, and by the way, once you believe in it, I don't think you ever stop believing in it. I think your conviction just gets stronger, especially if you got into Bitcoin back then, seeing where it's at now. I wonder if they really have that big of an incentive to sell right now, other than, again, take care of some life stuff, secure your future. But if you've got enough Bitcoin, you ride it long term. In a way, this is just the start. So we still are going to see how this plays out, but there's a good chance a good chunk of that Bitcoin is not sold now. Is it 50%? 75%? 60%? Don't know, but I think there's a good chance not all of that Bitcoin is sold, which will be great for the market. As of right now, prepare yourself mentally for $9 billion hitting this market. That's going to take a long time to chew through. If $9 billion worth hits this market, a long time. We can chew through hundreds of millions. We could chew through $1 billion in a week, but $9 billion is going to take some time. We're talking months. It could be half a year. It could take a whole year. It could. A lot of factors there, but let's hope it's not $9 billion hitting the market. Let's hope it's half that. Let's hope it's a quarter of that. Let's hope it's very little. Anyway, taking a look at the crypto markets here this morning and in the past 24 hours, you see Bitcoin right now down to 55. We actually did drop below 54,000. So bouncing off that, ETH under 3K and Solana under 130. So again, awful looking market right now. I do not think the worst is here. I do not think the worst is behind us. That is still to come, in my opinion. No ETF data yesterday. It was a holiday here in the States, so there was no inflows. There were no inflows, no outflows here in those Bitcoin ETFs. So how's the NFT market holding up? Not great, not terrible. NFT market, we're looking at the Crypto Slam 500 NFT index down just 0.45%. Not bad. Actually, not bad. Sales yesterday down. Makes sense given a holiday. Usually very slow on the holiday, and you can absolutely see how much this requires people being at their computers and degenning and just kind of in the space when they're not. You see numbers suffer here. Volume down to 12.3 million yesterday. Sellers actually up, buyers down, transactions down slightly, and trade profits, yet again, under 1 million in the negative. As far as what's moving the market here, Pudgy Penguins, your number one collection, followed by D-Market, Dogezuki, Gods Unchained, Node Monks, Milady Maker, Fraganas, skipping Sea Dragon. We'll do Bored Apes, and I'm also skipping Base Ape. You notice we did clean up some Polygon stuff. We'll push BRC20s, the pizzas, up into that number 10 spot. If you don't like the BRC20s, we'll do Puppets, right? But there's your top 10. Volume pretty damn low. We'll see how today, we'll see if things change today. There are a lot of things on discount at this point. On Chain Reactor today, we'll certainly get into that. Are there bargains? Is it too early to get back into collections? I don't think there's a wrong answer there, but we'll discuss. And your top NFT sales, CryptoPunk number 1214, selling for 26.25 ETH, 82,000 bucks. Got a couple Bitcoin shrooms in here, a bunch of Pudgy Penguins. Another Bitcoin shroom right down here at 11. So Bitcoin shrooms moving here in this market. Man, I almost want to tease. Maybe at the end I'll tease a little comment about how liquid traders want to be right now. How to wrap your head or how to get yourself in a mindset of finding the real value of NFTs. Look, when shit hits the fan like it is now, and you see people liquidating some of their pricey assets, that's when you can put yourself in that mindset of maybe figuring out the real value of a collection. I have a very specific example I'm going to show here in a bit. Again, it'll be on Chain Reactor, but it's a great example to think, okay, if somebody's doing this now, picture what this looks like if 10,000 people in a 10K collection are all doing the same. What is the price point where people jump in and they think this is a thing, it's too cheap, it's too undervalued, too good a deal to pass up. Where's that number? And it's much, much, much lower. It's so much lower than we're at right now, and it's lower than we probably got to in the bear market. Another big sale, And in the world of art, this one's super interesting. We have Neon Village by Searlight selling for 20 ETH. This was over on Super Rare. Now, what's interesting here is this was not a fresh bid, right? This is a bid that's been sitting out there from 3 Arrow Capital. This has been sitting out there for 3 years, never cleared that bid, and it was finally accepted. So, yeah, this bid or this offer was made back on August 21st, 2021. I don't know if it's worth that price today. I'm not sure. I don't know the market for Searlight right now, and art is not in the best of places, but make sure you check if you got open bids out there. And it works on the other side too. Sometimes you'll list a piece that or you'll move a piece to a wallet you forget you maybe previously had listed it from. So you move a piece to the wallet, all of a sudden it's listed for sale. Yeah. Or yeah. There's a lot of ways this stuff can go wrong. Yeah, be very aware of where your offers are and listings, I should say. The Well token, some new developments there. So you can now claim your Well token, it seems. Remember, this token coming from Qungs. This is part of that Yoga Pets ecosystem. There's a whole lot of projects around this, but this is generally, it is a wellness token, right? With some brands involved. Animoca invested in it. Qungs came out yesterday, apologized. Again, it looks like the site is now up to claim, but the damage is done, right? Enough people were able to sell off their token before the public got it. Is it a scam? Was it a big mistake? Don't know. But I'm seeing a lot of really, really unfortunate stories. People who put a lot of their net worth in this and are reset to zero here. Like literally reset to zero, trusting in Qung, trusting in his projects. The man has been in this space for years, right? And he has built up a reputation. Again, this is tricky. I walk on a tightrope with this. I've always gotten funny vibes from the collections. I've not really seen that substance there. I've always had a feeling of rugginess. But then again, it is a person who shows up. It is a person who is doxxed. People know him IRL. Tickles and my brother Henry's met him IRL, says he's a really, really nice guy. But that doesn't mean people can't play the long game and be nice, but also take advantage. And I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to make of this. Other than, again, really unfortunate to see people getting absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Again, reset to zero. There is an impact to meme land because there's a closeness here with their founder, 9gag CEO. What's his name? God, I'm trying to remember his name. But there's a closeness there, and that is there with Kongs and Qungs and 9gag. Ray, is it Ray? I think it's Ray. Yeah, it is Ray. These guys know each other. They've all worked together. It doesn't mean they scam together, but the association of meme land to Qung and Yoga Pets, and again, that whole ecosystem has done damage to the meme land ecosystem in the short term here. So you see captains here falling almost 7%. Some of their other assets also showing up here. Not taking a huge hit. Potatoes, for example. Not a huge hit, but again, these things were not really moving. And volume picking up because some people are exiting that ecosystem. You can imagine somebody who is hurt by that Well token probably does have some meme land assets and probably are dumping some of those assets to make up some money, right? To get liquid again. It's the first place they'll go. So, yeah, bummer. I think we will definitely have more developments coming out of that ecosystem over the next few days, right? That is a very fresh story, and it's not a good story. We will end on a good story, though, guys. This is fantastic. Who pointed this out yesterday during the Chain Reactor? I love that. Yeah, whoever that was, thank you. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is pretty big, guys. Binance invested in Unisat. Hey, the writing's on the wall, man. It's on the wall. Obviously, Binance has dabbled in ordinals. They don't anymore. If you guys recall, the Binance NFT marketplace no longer lists ordinals, right? You can't even keep them in your wallet there. Same with, that does not apply to BRC20s, okay? It is just ordinals, as far as I remember here. Yeah, just ordinals. But again, the writing is on the wall here that they are going to integrate runes. I think that's pretty obvious. Maybe that is why they're investing in Unisat. Maybe at some point they're going to be one and the same. Unisat, Binance. I don't know, but this is a great sign. Seeing Binance invest in builders over there in Bitcoin, and Unisat again. That's what I think of when I think of runes right now. One of the top marketplaces for runes. So really great story. All right, let's dig through some comments here. Man, bum this didn't stream to X, but what can you do? But yeah, Choina. Thank God it's Friday, brother. How was your guys' 4th? Hope it was awesome. Tickle. GMs again, Cats. Hello. Assassin. Good to see you, man. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, good scoop. I'm a believer in that. RSIC, I'm debating too. There, you buy when FUD is at its max, and man, it's fuddy. It's fuddy over there in the RSIC ecosystem, isn't it? Yeah, tempted. I'm real tempted. Oh, dude, that Justin Sun stuff, pretty baller. Yep. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Wish I was more liquid. Glad I sold. I'm glad I sold some, dog. I'm glad I sold some, like, honestly, because if it doesn't bounce back quickly, at least I can just go buy right back and be up a little bit. So I'm glad I got liquid before this bigger dump. I think we're going down further, guys. I do. That's a lot of Bitcoin that's potentially going to hit the market. A lot. Now, we still got the Ethereum ETFs, but if that doesn't cook, a little more negative sentiment. Long term, later this year, in 2025, I think we're gonna absolutely rock. But this summer, leading up to the political, to the election, I don't know. It's a lot of Bitcoin that might hit this market. Think of how bullish it'll be if a lot of that Bitcoin, though, doesn't. These creditors get that Bitcoin back and they're happy to hold it. They're holding a quarter. They're going to sell some, right? If you had enough Bitcoin right now, if you all of a sudden got enough to make your first million or set yourself up for life for the next 10 years and you still had plenty you could put aside and play that long game, you're going to do both, right? So it'd be foolish to think all 9 billion is going to hit this market. So yeah, hey, Edge, good to see you, man. Oh, dude, Quantum Cat's so good. Bitmap's awesome, too. Nice. Token, you've got a certain type of thing you like. You like the technical stuff. I like it. Dude, that's it. That's it. Really, really smart, guys. You buy at the sentiment bottom. And we're close. I don't think we're there, but I think we're really, really close. We're getting there. Yep. Yeah. There'll be a point where you can feel it. Everybody's getting scared. I personally wouldn't be buying yet. I'm waiting a bit. Even if we bounce back up, I'm waiting a bit. People are spooked. And again, I'm seeing people selling some really nice grails, right? I saw a very nice Node Monk that's being listed for sale, and that tells me the headspace people are in. They're spooked. They're spooked. And it's going to get... man, I remember previous cycles when we had those points where, man, it was so spooky that you thought we were done. I've been in that headspace before, like, oh, fuck, it's actually over, huh? Like, I can't believe it, but it's actually over. We didn't hit that last cycle. We didn't hit that in the bear market. We didn't hit oh, fuck, it's over, not for a cycle, but forever. We didn't hit that. And it's still possible we could hit that again. This could get so bad that people are like, oh, my God, everything I thought that was going to happen here ain't going to happen, man. It's not. I was wrong. We're not there, but we're definitely at a point where people are starting to be hurt and starting to sell some of their assets. I see one person doing it. It's not going to take long before somebody else is like, oh, shit, I also need money. I got to undercut that guy. And then a third person. And then you remember there's 10 fucking thousand of these, whatever, apply that to any collection. There's 10,000 of them. And a lot of those people need some money. It's going to get ugly. It could get very, very ugly. So keep all that in mind. Again, Chain Reactor, 10 a.m. Eastern Time over on SlamX Official. That's on YouTube. It's on SlamXIO over on X. But yeah, make sure you tune in there. Also, make sure you're subscribing over there. We'll be going live, talking all this good stuff. Oh, and just a heads up, tomorrow, I think I recognize every face here right now, but tomorrow, no Chain Reactor, no afternoon show, but we do Inside NFTs live in the morning, 8:15 a.m. Eastern Time. About an hour, sometimes 2 hours, but should be a good time. There's a lot going on. There's tons to talk about. And we'll end right here, guys. Make sure you're subscribed to Inside NFTs on YouTube. Appreciate you guys who are following along. I see you guys every damn day, so just want to let you know I appreciate the hell out of you guys. And on that note, have a great morning. See you in just a couple hours over on SlamX. Peace.